Have you ever felt a strange tension with someone close, even though they seem friendly on the surface? It's an unsettling feeling, and Carl Jung, a brilliant mind in psychology, explained this through his concept of the shadow, the hidden part of us we often deny. Sometimes those closest to us might be hiding feelings of resentment or envy, and Carl Jung secretly hates behavior, can reveal these truths in subtle ways. In this video, we'll explore 5 signs someone might secretly harbor hostility toward you and how to protect yourself. Let's start by looking at how their words might hide a deeper resentment. Do you ever feel a sting from a friend's joke that seems a little too sharp to be funny? That's often the first sign of hidden hostility, and it can show up as sarcasm or teasing that leaves you feeling small. Carl Jung explained this as hidden hostility. Carl Jung called projection. When someone can't face their own insecurities, they push those feelings onto you. They might make a biting comment about something you're sensitive about, like your career or a personal choice, then laugh it off, saying, "I'm just kidding, don't be so touchy." But if those jabs keep coming, especially about the same tender spots, it's not just humor. For us as seniors, these toxic relationships seniors might encounter can be especially hurtful because we value our close bonds so deeply. I've felt this myself at a family gathering, when a cousin's joking remark about my hobbies left me feeling belittled, even though she brushed it off. Jung believed these comments reveal the shadow, the parts of themselves they can't accept, like jealousy or frustration. If someone's words consistently leave you feeling diminished, trust that instinct. It's a sign they might be hiding resentment behind a friendly mask. Don't let their excuses make you doubt yourself. Pay attention to how you feel and consider if this relationship is truly supportive. Their words might sting, but you might also notice they try to hold you back in subtle ways. Ever noticed? Someone close always seems to accidentally complicate things for you or downplays your successes. That's a sign they might be quietly working against you, often through subtle sabotage or unspoken competition. Carl Jung secretly hates. Behavior shows us that when someone feels threatened by your growth, they might try to hold you back, sometimes without even realizing it. They could forget to share important information, give you misleading advice, or compete with you in small ways, like shifting the focus to themselves when you share good news. I've seen this with a friend who always had a story to top mine whenever I shared a win, making me feel like my moment didn't matter. In toxic relationships seniors often face, this can feel disheartening, especially when we're seeking support in our later years. Jung explained that this stems from their shadow. They're projecting their own feelings of inadequacy onto you, unable to handle your success because it highlights their insecurities. If you notice a pattern of mistakes that hold you back, or they always try to one-up you, it's a red flag. Start by observing their actions over time. Are these slip-ups truly accidental, or do they happen too often to ignore? If competition or sabotage feels consistent, protect yourself by keeping some distance and focusing on relationships that celebrate your growth. While they might hold you back, you might also notice they're not truly there when you need them most. Have you ever shared a big moment with someone close, only to feel their support was lukewarm at best? That's a sign their friendliness might be surface level, hiding a lack of genuine care. Carl Jung taught that hidden hostility Carl Jung often spotted can show up as superficial support. Someone might say the right words, but their heart isn't in it. They could be absent when you need help, or their congratulations feel forced when you succeed, like they're just going through the motions. For those of us in middle age, toxic behavior middle-age Jung describes can be especially painful because we crave meaningful connections as we navigate this stage of life. I've felt this with a relative who barely acknowledged a milestone I was proud of, quickly changing the subject to something about them. Jung believed this emotional distance comes from their inability to connect fully, often because they're disconnected from their own feelings. If someone's consistently unavailable during your toughest or happiest moments, it's a clue they might not truly wish you well. Pay attention to their reactions over time. Do they show up for you in ways that feel real, or do they leave you feeling unseen? If their support feels hollow, focus on nurturing bonds with those who genuinely celebrate you, and don't be afraid to let go of relationships that don't serve your heart. Their lack of support can be subtle, but sometimes their need to control reveals even more about their feelings. Does it ever feel like someone's advice leaves you doubting yourself more than feeling empowered? That's a sign they might be trying to control you, often under the guise of caring, and it's a subtle way hostility can show itself. Carl Jung secretly hates seniors might notice in those who seem overly invested in your choices, telling you what to do or criticizing your decisions, all while claiming it's for your own good. But instead of feeling supported, you might feel smaller, less confident, like you can't trust your own judgment. I've experienced this with a neighbor who always had suggestions for my life, but each one left me questioning my choices, not building me up. Jung explained that this need to control comes from their own inner chaos. They can't manage their own uncertainty, so they try to manage you instead. In toxic relationships seniors might face, this can be exhausting because we've earned the right to live on our terms after all we've been through. If their help consistently makes you feel dependent or insecure, it's not care. It's a form of manipulation. Start by noticing how their words make you feel and trust that instinct. You don't have to follow every piece of advice. Reclaim your confidence by making decisions that feel right for you, even if they push back. You've lived enough to know what's best for your life, so don't let their control dim your light. Their control might make you doubt yourself, but their body language often reveals what they're really feeling. Ever felt a chill from someone's glance, even when they're smiling at you? That's a sign their body language might be revealing hidden hostility, even if their words seem kind. Carl Jung believed that the body never lies, and hidden hostility Carl Jung described often shows up in subtle, non-verbal cues, like a forced smile, a tense posture, or an avoiding gaze. Someone close might say all the right things, but their eyes dart away when you share good news, or their tone shifts slightly when they compliment you. For those of us in middle age, toxic behavior middle-age Jung warns about can be hard to spot, but these small signs add up over time. I've noticed this with a friend whose smile never reached her eyes when I talked about a new project, and her stiffness made me uneasy. Jung taught that our unconscious emotions always find a way out, even if we try to hide them, and your instincts can pick up on these signals before your mind fully understands. If you sense tension, coldness, or discomfort in their presence, don't ignore it. It's your intuition trying to protect you. Start by trusting those gut feelings, and if the signs persist, consider setting boundaries to keep your peace. You deserve relationships that feel warm and genuine, not ones that leave you questioning. Now, let's bring all of this together and see how you can protect your peace while navigating these relationships. These 5 signs: sarcasm that cuts deep, subtle sabotage and competition, superficial support, controlling behavior, and revealing body language, help you spot when someone close might be hiding hostility. Carl Jung secretly hates seniors might face can be painful, but recognizing these patterns lets you take back your power and protect your heart. You've earned the right to relationships that feel safe and uplifting, so trust your instincts and set boundaries where you need to. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below and share what resonated with you. If this spoke to you, give it a like and subscribe to Ageless Philosophies for more wisdom. Here's to nurturing relationships that bring you peace and joy at any age.